For today's headlines, Typhoon Ulysses death toll now 69. Cagayanons refuse rescue as flood subsides. Duterte cites UNCLOS arbitral win in East Asia Summit. Trade pact sealed without US and India. Abu Sayyaf killed in Zamboanga firefight. Meralco forges semis fight versus Ginebra. DOJ investigation of Sinas to continue. Partly cloudy skies forecast. Good morning, I am Sandelocos and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Today is Monday, November 16, and now the news. The official death toll as a result of Typhoon Ulysses has reached 69, with 21 injured and 12 missing, the National Disaster Risk and Reduction Management Council disclosed on Sunday. NDRRMC Executive Director Ricardo Halad said, of the 69 fatalities, Region 2 has the highest number, followed by Calabarzon and the Cordilleras. Hala said the total number of families affected has reached 286,000 or 1.1 million individuals. Typhoon Ulysses, he said, also damaged more than 3,000 houses. NDRRMC spokesperson Mark Timbal said that from 37 on Saturday, an additional 32 fatalities were added to the list of those who were killed due to drowning, landslide, and fallen debris. Timbal said damage to agriculture and infrastructure is currently pegged at 1.19 billion pesos and 469.7 million pesos respectively. The president has vowed to restore normalcy in Cagayan, which is now submerged from what is considered the worst flooding in years. Duterte told cabinet officials to prioritize giving food and potable water to typhoon victims. Meantime, residents of Cagayan province are now refusing to be rescued and are instead seeking relief goods, particularly food and water. Philippine Coast Guard Commandant Admiral George Ursabe Jr. said the refusal by residents to be evacuated has to do with flood level in Cagayan Valley already subsiding. Ursabe added that rescue efforts are now easy for them since floodwater current is not as strong as last Saturday's. He said that the PCG is now planning to transport relief materials by means of water and air assets. The PCG has asked private institutions for donations for the residents of Cagayan in Isabela who are badly hit by the massive flooding. President Rodrigo Duterte has warned East and Southeast Asian nations against turning the South China Sea row into a locus of power play, as he underscored the need for peaceful resolutions of maritime disputes. Speaking at the 15th Southeast Asian Summit held via video conference, the president urged state leaders to lower the tension between countries with overlapping claims in the strategic and research-rich waterway. He said that while the disputes in the South China Sea, also called the West Philippine Sea, may seem intractable, they are not greater than the nation's capacity to manage and solve. The president urged countries to respect and to commit to the rule of law as he raised anew the 2016 arbitral win of Manila against Beijing on the South China Sea. He described the ruling as a definitive application of the 1982 United Nations Conventions of the Law of the Seas, or UNCLOS. Duterte said the 1982 UNCLOS prescribes a clear way forward, as he called for the lowering of tensions and the building of confidence instead of doubts. Days ago, he also asserted the significance of the Hague ruling, which spelled out the country's marine entitlements in the disputed waters and invalidated Beijing's sweeping claims in virtually the entire South China Sea. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Viber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family, anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
Magsha-shopping na lang ako!
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Hello, can I get the following? One pink chair, bed sheets, na pink yung sofa, tapos slides, size 8, pajamas na blue. Oh, don't forget like...
Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Wait lang, okay ba yan?
Anything at the SM store, ma'am.
Call to deliver. Call.
Kuya, pwede rin ba ako magpa-deliver sa ate ko sa Taguig, tapos sa friend ko sa Davao, tsaka sa... cancel ko sa Lipa. Okay ba yan?
Kahit saan po, pwede kami
Call
mag-deliver.
to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver. Call. Hashtag 143SM. Hashtag 143SM. Call to deliver.
Call na rin kayo.
Call to deliver.
Conceptualized the lower tariffs and open up trade services within its members, the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, or RCEP, was finally sealed Sunday by its 15 nation members, including the Philippines. Led by China, Japan, South Korea, New Zealand, and Australia, and with 10 members of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, the agreement was inked during the culmination of the ASEAN summit led by host country Vietnam. Vietnamese Prime Minister Nguyen Xuan Phuc said he was happy that after 8 years of complex discussions, RCEP negotiations were officially ended. The trade pact excludes the United States after U.S. President Donald Trump abandoned the Trans-Pacific Partnership, an agreement for a comprehensive trade deal with Asia. India also alienated itself from the agreement earlier this year due to concerns about the impact on its local producers, especially in the field of agriculture, and over apprehensions of cheap Chinese goods entering their country. Launched in November 2012, the RCEP agreement is a modern, comprehensive, high-quality, and mutually beneficial economic partnership agreement. It includes not only the usual areas of trade in goods and services, investment, and economic cooperation, but also emerging trade areas such as intellectual property, electronic commerce, government procurement, and competition. A chapter dedicated to support micro, small, and medium enterprises development is also a salient feature of the RCEP agreement, expected to facilitate the integration of MSME into the global value chain. In other news, police killed a suspected Abu Sayyaf group member and his companion following a shootout in Zamboanga, Sibugay over the weekend, according to the Philippine National Police Special Action Force. Brigadier General Bernabe Balba identified the fatalities as Jomar Aucasa and a certain Butchoy in a report submitted to PNP Chief General de Bold Sinas. Police commandos from the 5th Special Action Battalion led by Major Rodel Silaran, backed by operatives from the Zamboanga Sibugay Police and Regional Mobile Force Battalion, went to Barangay Sisay Tungawan at 2:30 p.m. to serve an arrest warrant but was met with gunfire. Aucasa was the subject of 4 arrest warrants for murder and another arrest order for robbery, Balba said. The slain suspect was also listed as the 5th most wanted person in the region, with links to the ASG as facilitator and financer of kidnap for ransom activities. Balba said the operation culminated an 8-month extensive manhunt operation. Recovered from the scene was a Belgian-made FN rifle, a Glock 17 pistol, and assorted ammunition. Meralco completed the Final Four cast after thumping defending champion San Miguel Beer 90-68 in the quarterfinals of the PBA Philippine Cup Sunday at the UNCLOS University Foundation Gym. The Bolts will face Ginebra in the best-of-5 semis, their first in the All-Filipino tournament. Phoenix will face TNT Tropang Giga in the other pairing. Cliff Hodge and Baser Ahmed led the Bolts' offensive as they scored 14 points apiece, while Reynel Hugnatan added 12 points and 8 rebounds. The result was already a foregone conclusion at the start of the fourth quarter, with Meralco holding a 75-50 edge. Amar fired a triple that extended Meralco's lead up to 26 points, 88-62, 5 minutes left in the game. We will be back. Stay with us.
This is a very important story. The important story.
Pictures and stories.
Today, we feel the weight of history on our shoulders. The way we have been moving leads nowhere. We need to change course.
Since the United Nations was founded, the human race has never had to face a set of challenges like we do right now. But together, we can overcome them.
The Department of Justice will continue the preliminary investigation of newly appointed Philippine National Police Chief Major General Sinas, despite President Rodrigo Duterte's pronouncement that he has forgiven the controversial police official. Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara said the DOJ and its prosecutors will have to complete the preliminary investigation, as he clarified that executive clemency may only be handed after a finding of guilty by a court. Guevara said the president is aware that a case is still pending against Sinas and that he was merely indicating his intent to act with liberality, in consideration of General Sinas' overall performance as a career police officer. He added that the DOJ will do what it is duty-bound to do, and the president may also do what he is constitutionally authorized to do. Speaking in a taped public message on Saturday evening, Duterte said Sinas did not commit anything that had moral implications or malice. The president was referring to the birthday party held by Sinas and other ranking police executives at the height of the strict enhanced community quarantine. Pag-asa on early Monday said Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon, recently struck by Typhoon Ulysses, will experience partly cloudy skies with light to moderate winds blowing from the northeast to east. Coastal waters will be slight to moderate with no significant hazard being seen. The improving weather followed a thunderstorm advisory by 8:45 p.m. on Sunday, during which Pag-asa warned of moderate to heavy rain showers with possible lightning and strong winds over Laguna, Batangas, and Quezon until midnight. The rest of the country was forecast to have fair weather. That wraps up the stories this morning. Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune digital edition and press reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Kashibu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tercito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the sticker store on Viber and search for Kashibu Community. And before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store for our wardrobe. Again, this is Andy Locos and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good morning and have a nice day.
Click, click, that's it. Never thought self-service can be this slick. Modify plans in a snap, walang hirap. It's a wrap, just tap the app. Now you can check, view, subscribe, renew. Help and support for you. Out with the ring apps are the in thing. You know what to do. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Self-service and easy to use. Mas okay tayo dyan. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Instant response, no hold time pa, wala nang hintayan. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
Download the Globe One and Globe at Home apps from Google Play Store and Apple App Store now.
Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
Good morning, sir. How may I help you?
Bakit kailangan ko pang pumunta sa bangko?
Kung nga naman, sir, ba't kailangan pang pumunta sa bangko?
Why not get a UB app so you can do all these without going to the bank? Bank the way you live. Union Bank.
Ang Philippine Offshore Gaming Operators o POGO ay isang legitimate business entity na nagbibigay serbisyo sa offshore gaming para lamang sa mga manlalarong nasa abroad sa pamamagitan ng internet. Ang mga serbisyong handog nito ay katulad ng casino games at sports betting na pwedeng laruin kahit wala sa casino. Sa Pilipinas, walang POGO operators. Tanging POGO service providers lamang dahil nagaganap ang mga laro sa labas ng bansa.
Araneta City, home to the country's first indoor shopping mall, the world's original Thriller, and the first ever Beanie Beanie pageant. Now a place for your first win, your first catch, your first home, your first big break, your first date, and even your first love. Araneta City, the city of firsts.
Bilang bagong mag-asawa, sabay kaming natututo sa buhay.
Sabay rin namin inaaral ang mga bayarin sa bahay.
Kahit kami, nagtaka sa biglang laki ng electricity bill namin. Huwag pong mangambang maputulan. Sinisigurado ng Meralco na walang disconnection hanggang September.
Estimated bills lang ang natanggap natin ng March, April, at para sa ilan, May. Dahil sa lockdown, isang tabi to para hindi na maguluhan.
Ang May o June ay actual meter reading na. Kung May nagka-actual reading, ibabawas dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran hanggang 3 buwang konsumo.
Kung estimated reading sa May at June nagka-actual reading, ibabawas din dito ang huling reading bago mag-ECQ. Yan lang po ang ating babayaran. Hanggang 4 na buwang konsumo, walang labis. Tandaan, kung ano lang na konsumo,
Yun lang ang babayaran.
Ako po si Mateo G.
At ako naman po si Sargi.
G?
G!